What's good, world? MIB back with another reaction video. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you hear my AC, that's my bad because I woke up with 90-degree weather with no AC on, so I was sweating to death. So I'll be damned if I do these videos without AC. Jumping straight into it, we're jumping into a video. We're jumping into this guy. He's actually going to be living with the dead for a week in Indonesia. Let's jump straight into it. Appreciate everybody. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you ain't new here, tell somebody else to subscribe so we can get this channel popping. Or if you don't do it, you can just get popped. Alright, now let's get in this video.
It was difficult. I didn't quite know how to deal with it. So I decided to travel to a remote corner of our planet, deep in central Indonesia, a place called Tanah Toraja, also known as the land of the dead. I went there to look for answers, and in the end,
you're peeking and shit like I'm
I
there.
might have found some.
I'm wildin'.
But let's bring it back to the beginning.
I didn't always call you Dad.
Yo!
I called you Hero.
Don't be doing
We
that.
just arrived at a traditional village. One of the most iconic things about this area of Indonesia is these beautiful traditional houses called Tongkanan. And Andrew just dropped us off quick and he ran over and he's like, come, come, come. And I have no idea what's going on, but there's like 200 people here.
Oh, what the hell?
Before arriving, I was warned that animal sacrifice was an important part of Torajan death rituals.
They just love death over here, huh?
Though I didn't expect to see chickens on that list.
They bet on it? Oh, it's like rooster fighting?
This is how the funerals start.
And what is it? What
Excuse
is
me?
new to the ceremony? Why is it part of the ritual?
It's kind of that we believe on the soul of death.
Yeah, of course.
Dying rooster call that we also accompany the soul of the body.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is my guide, and
Accompany
Does that make sense?
the dying rooster call that we also accompany the soul of the body.
Oh.
Yeah.
this is my guide, Andre. He was born here, and will be helping me get around to the remote villages to see
Hey,
death
sometimes
rituals.
shit don't make sense. I'll
What
tell you
animals
that.
are sacrificed for these funerals? There's chickens, there's buffalo.
No chicken.
I guess it's they're fighting though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And then there is the buffalo, pigs.
And pigs as well.
Pigs as well.
And so what about the water buffalo?
The water buffalo
They're not sacrificing chickens, but they're gonna make them fight until one of them dies.
that will be sacrificed will ensure the body. Will ensure the body entering, the soul of the body entering the puya.
Ensure the body wasn't really something I understood at the time. And if you're not quite sure what happens here either, let me explain as we explore the village some more.
Looking at some of these houses, you can see the importance of animal sacrifice in this culture. There are hundreds of water buffalo horns put up as decoration outside of the houses, and these ones were only ones that were put there from the funerals.
The reason why I chose to come here is that the Torajans are known for their unique views on death and their elaborate funeral rituals.
Did he just
While
rub that?
walking through the village, I see an albino water buffalo. I didn't think they existed. It was tied up beside some standing stones, and each rock monolith symbolizes a funeral that has happened here in the past. Some of the villages we visited this trip had full-on Stonehenges built beside them. Instead of saving for an elaborate life, they save a fortune for an elaborate death, a celebration of death. It's common for families to save for decades to send off their loved ones correctly. And correctly means spending upwards of $30,000 US on buffalo to sacrifice.
Damn.
Buffalo are the vehicle to the afterlife. They ensure the body's passage. And just like going to prom, you want to spend money on your ride to get there.
Is
Andrew
that why they
tells
built
me
them all
there's
like
an
that?
entire sacrificial buffalo market nearby. Okay, let's go. But first, breakfast.
The hell is that? So rice in a tube and shit?
Looks delicious. Tastes like rice.
We
Rice.
arrive at the sacrificial buffalo
But it
market
did look like worms though.
and
I don't know why he
see
say
a
it looked
familiar
good.
sight. It's also a market for fighting roosters. The locals believe that massaging their cocks increases blood flow to the muscles, making them stronger. Which, I guess, seems to be a universal truth.
Yeah,
Water
I guess
buffalo are
so.
bred specifically to be different colors because Turians believe the white marks on their skin emit light as they travel through the darkness of the afterlife. The more buffalo sacrificed, the faster your soul gets to Puya, which is heaven. Because of the importance of this journey, buffalo here are treated like kings. Here at the market, they get showered, they get a haircut, and they get hand-fed every single day.
And this one is all black with a white head, which means something special.
Yeah, like a buffalo that will light the foliage.
Because the white is
We're in Indonesia? Where the fuck were we in the other video? Nah, cause now I gotta know real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yo, I swear we just did a video and they would just sell animals on the street in the other side. But I don't think that was the same place. Let me see. So they could treat, they treat the water buffaloes over there like kings, and then these ones.
Today I'm in Australia.
Okay, thanks for being in Australia. Which was the video that we... Right here. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll tell y'all right now.
Saving money feels right. Just like when things are packed tidy and tight. Get auto insurance.
You start rigging them up. You're rolling audio right now? In Southeast Asia, there's a crazy ongoing problem with illegal pet markets. I mean, everywhere you go in this part of the world, people are
Where does he say
posting,
it?
smuggling, and selling pets. Now, one thing that you never know is what can turn up in these.
It is this one.
You start rigging them up. One thing that you never know is what can turn up in these pet markets. Believe it or not, extinct animals are found in these kinds of pet and food markets all the time. You know, my grandfather discovered a
Hurry up.
market for sale as food. With cameras in my face, they're not going to take me in the back. They're not going to show me the special things, which Mitchell acquired for like $12 on eBay.
I can't figure out what this is. Anyways, I'm pretty sure they was in the same place. So that's kind of crazy that they treat water buffalo like kings over there.
it's
And
like a headlight.
Yeah,
The white spot in mixed light.
It'll become a torch. So he
hold on. Why is it doing that?
In front of the entourage. In front of the group, leading the other buffalo forward with.
This is what I hate. This is what I hate. Sorry guys, bear with me, because I ain't deleting this out of the video, so y'all gonna see it anyway. Can we work now? Thank you.
With his forehead that glows like kind of like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
A swing and a miss on my Rudolph joke.
I had no idea
But
what
this
he was talking
buffalo market wasn't the most shocking thing I saw that day.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Hi, nice to meet you. Mike. Namaste, Mike.
So who are we going to meet today? The husband or the wife?
Yeah, but
Here in Tanah Toraya, the dead are still very much part of the family. They have not yet had the funeral, and therefore both her and her husband's spirits are still inside this home. They are called Tamakula, which means sick, and they are treated that way.
How long ago did they pass away?
the wife already 5 years. And husband just died kind of 3 weeks.
Oh,
Twice a
hell
day, the family
no.
brings them their favorite things: food, water, cigarettes, and play their favorite music. They also speak to them. They ask them questions. They say
I don't know
to
how people do this.
Temecula, respond in their dreams. The couple will stay this way until the family have saved up enough money for their lavish funeral. This sometimes means living for a decade with a dead body in your house. Or in this case, 2. The funeral for this couple is a few weeks away. It'll be a big thing for the family, but we've been invited to visit another one tomorrow. One that will last 4 days.
That was a little
We
creepy.
head to bed. It'll be a big day.
But, you know, like, I respect everybody in their different religions.
If you have any
But
dark
that was
circles,
creepy.
redness, or blemishes, you
To
are
me.
going to end up this product just a little bit.
Ugh.
I have
We're a little bit early, which is great. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nama kamu?
Angela.
Angela.
Everybody's just happy.
So, how today's gonna go down is at some point, maybe about an hour or so, the deceased, hello, is going to come out of the house.
We got a lot of time.
The kids are super friendly. The deceased is going to be brought out of the house, and they're going to be shaken to awaken them and ready them for their journey into the afterlife. Guests are going to arrive, and the family's going to bring them gifts. All of these little cabana-style things are only built for this particular funeral. They'll get taken down after, so it's almost all temporary. The giant canoe houses are always here. It's
Yeah,
traditional
I was gonna
village,
say they're in the
but
same
a lot
spot.
of work, a ton of work, has been done today. That's about all I know. This is my first one. I only know a little bit more than you guys. I've talked to my guide a little bit. I don't know what to expect, but what I do know is this. Today is going to be a day I remember for the rest of my life. I'm going to see things that shock me. I'm going to see things that are going to make me uncomfortable. And that is the point of travel, is
Right.
to swallow that jagged pill and learn and experience and
The best part.
become a better, more open-minded person. That is my job. That is the goal today. And I hope you guys share the same attitude, because I guarantee a few of you are going to be shocked.
Yeah, I know.
And with a scream
Ugh.
and a gong,
I hate that
the
sound.
funeral begins.
I lived in Puerto Rico, so if you know, you know. They kill pigs real young. I hate that screeching sound though. I mean, I'm there to eat, but ugh, the screeching sound always gets me. I'm just not an animal killer. I don't know.
Days ago, roosters were the first to join the spirit entourage. Next, it was the pigs, sacrificed in the square, their spirits sent to feed the deceased, and their bodies sent to feed us. This causes sadness. The sick are officially about to die. Temecula to Tomate. It is the moment for the family to truly grieve. The black cloth surrounding this coffin means that it contains a
You just-
woman, and she had been widowed. Next, the Temecula, the sick, is shaken and spun to waken her up from her sleep. After all, she's about to embark on the greatest journey of her lifetime, the one to Puya. But their loved one won't be alone in this journey. The spirits of the roosters and pigs are already waiting. Now, all they need is their protection. A herd of special buffalo, bred for a special reason, their life's purpose. To guard against the demons and dangers of the underworld, emitting light in all directions, plowing through the smoke, the fog, the darkness.
They're gonna kill it?
Puya, where the soul may finally rest.
Alright, so the time has come for the water buffalo sacrifice today.
Alright, bro. We're not gonna watch this, are we?
I tripped. I didn't think it was going to be so sudden. I wasn't ready for what I saw. These are the first 2 buffalo of 24 that will be sacrificed over the coming week. Is this animal cruelty, or does it just feel more cruel when we see it? Is it better when it's tucked away behind the stainless steel doors of a factory, buried away like the guilt of what eating meat actually means? These buffalo will be every piece.
They're gonna kill 24 in the next month? What the fuck?
Listen, I know you guys can handle this, but I've learned YouTube can't. I've had to put all the uncut versions.
I can't handle this. So let's skip this. I'm not watching a scary movie, man.
Begins the journey of the guest of honor, the woman into the afterlife. Puya, the souls of those two buffalo will
It's crazy that they do this no matter who you are.
guide her, will protect her in her journey. And though extremely hard to watch, I'm going to remember that sight for a long time. It is part of the tradition here and a very important part of the death process here. So, yeah.
That was hard. That was weird to watch. I ain't even gonna hold it up. I mean, that's a religion.
The funeral will last for the next 4 days, with feasting and celebration. After, her body will be placed in a cliff grave with her ancestors. We had seen these everywhere in Toraya. The dead are not only put in cliffs, but also in caves, and even trees. With today's celebration ending, Henry takes me away to see some of these graves nearby.
Everywhere, look. There's bones everywhere.
That creeps me out. I don't even like cemeteries. This is technically a cemetery.
These wooden effigies are called Tau Tau, and they depict someone who was put to rest in this cave. Depictions of the deceased. This is a luxury for royalty. This place is like a hall of fame. Generations upon generations, grandfathers upon the bones of fathers, upon the bones of sons. Does it bring you comfort or discomfort thinking about your bones being mixed and piled with your great-grandfathers and strewn about a cave? For myself, I don't even know my great-grandfather's name, let alone where he was buried. But part of him is me.
It's crazy, right?
We visit other locations. They're everywhere here. Hanging graves, most of which have fallen and shattered, the wood rotten after centuries on a cliffside. Baby graves as well. Toothless children are buried in trees, the youngest of the young, the ones who were lost before they could even try. A hole is carved with a machete, then patched with palm. They believe the sap of the tree replaces the milk of the mother, nourishing the baby to grow, fusing it, body and spirit with the tree.
That's crazy.
Giving the child a second chance at life. Nearby, there are stone graves carved into boulders in a seemingly impossible way. These caves protect the deceased, preserving them for the Manene, the giant family reunions where the living and dead come together again to pay respect to the ancestors. This is what we call in the West the Walking Dead Festival, where the bodies are exhumed and cleaned by the family. And that's where we've been invited for tomorrow.
We've arrived? Yeah,
What the fuck, bro? I can only have the same reaction because what the fuck? This shit is okay?
Mike.
Mike, Mr. Otto.
Mr. Otto.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Mr.
Yes.
Otto.
Can you speak Indonesian? No.
No. I can say siapa nama kamu?
Yes, siapa?
I can say
What's your name? Yeah.
makan enak.
Makanan enak, yeah. Yeah. Come from?
Come from Canada.
Canada, okay.
Yeah, you come from Toraya.
Toraja. Good.
In here is your
Here, my father here.
your father's in this
Yes.
one.
Oh, shit.
My father, my mother, and my uncle, the sister-in-law here.
Wow.
23 years till now.
The last Manene.
Yeah, the last one.
And is the family? How does the family feel? Are they happy, excited?
Of course, we are very happy, excited to meet the ancestors.
Wait, what the
Happy,
fuck?
Excited to meet the ancestors.
Did they just edit that?
Decided to meet the ancestors. Our grandfather.
The perfect conversation.
Today, upstairs is our ancestors.
Good climber. Dressed for success with the bare feet and the suit. Whoa. Hati-hati, yeah? Hati-hati. Hati-hati, maybe watch out. Because look, we are literally on the edge of this cliff of this bamboo forest. So Johnny's hand's trembling as he holds onto my arm. I'll be okay, I promise.
That's great.
Hati-hati, hati-hati.
And they go all the way up there?
Whoa!
Look at this. Bowls, rice hats, old hanging coffins, skulls.
Welcome to the land of the dead.
That's crazy.
These are hundreds of years old, and they used to be hanging from the cliffs, but over the years the wood deteriorates, decomposes, and the coffins fall. Here you can see a lot of things in the ground, including what looks like a skull of a child.
Roasted pork, betel nut, and tobacco are given to the dead to rise them from their slumber, their 30-year rest.
At Granger, we have over 1 million products, including the ones that help keep your workplace safe.
Yeah.
Kasih nenek ini. Nah, ya. Ini. Oh, mama si kon nenek. Mama si kon tira itu mi batik tu. Mi sesar dia lai kalau kau ibu mi susin na tu mai na do rumah sakit tu na do ko mi beni pedam piso doktor sementari mama si komile nene palamba nene roro nene umbi nene tanga kamu na mama si mo komito na
You need a torch? I should be okay. I have a flashlight on my phone.
This is crazy because it's like...
There's 100 graves inside? 100 coffins.
Isn't it like almost... It's like almost you can have a belief that makes you crazy. But if enough people believe it, it becomes a religion. Or a cult.
I can go in.
Oh my god. So I am now crawling inside a cave with about 100 dead bodies, 100 coffins. This is one of the family graves for Olo and Sarjani. And 100.
Oh wow, look how far it goes back, right? And these are quite wet. The coffins are quite wet, right? Even some of them you can see this.
100 coffins in there?
There's mushrooms growing on.
So part of the manene will be taking them out and drying them?
Ants. Ones that bite and sting.
Oh my god.
The spirits aren't the only ones who have called this place home. But this is why manenes exist, to care for the family, even after death.
I would literally lose like my mind in here because like I'm just not.
No name, no date. It's almost fully decomposed, I would guess 100 years or something.
Why did he just squeeze that? It's gonna be my face the whole time. Cause why?
You can see the entrance to the cave grave, and now the coffins being taken out one by one to dry in the sun. Some of these are ancient. They were saying there's coffins that are 200 years old in here, in this particular cave grave. This one right here, we don't know his or her story. She's been here, or he's been here for such a long time that it's basically his bones and dirt now.
That's
but
crazy.
It's wild to see this sort of thing up so close. It is incredibly humid in
It's
here.
like bodies on bodies on
but
bodies.
it doesn't really smell, really. It smells more like an old basement. You can smell like a little bit of dirt, but for having 100, more than 100, 200 dead bodies in here.
200?
It smells like it smells like a cave. You can feel the humidity, especially on the cloth. It's very, very damp in here. No surprise, there's some heavy energy in there. Jeez.
I could imagine, bro. That shit is heavy
So
on
since
me.
this grave is hundreds and hundreds of years old, and there's hundreds of bodies in there, we are moving some of these down to a proper cave grave, cliff grave that they carved up. There's also an ant problem in this one we saw.
Bisa dikilo lah. Ada kategori kah? Tidur dulu. Dia sama ada Indonesia. Ada aku pernah teman itu kan.
If you check my phone, it's because my ring camera goes off, but it shouldn't, but it does in random times.
Then the family crowds in, eager to get photos of their loved one once again.
What?
Malaysia. 5.
They put it back in. Give us good numbers for the lottery. Are they just robbing them?
With a few laughs, they try and put their great-grandfather back together.
Your father, yeah?
This is a day of joy for the family. I try to keep smiling, but sometimes it's tough.
Okay, mama.
That's crazy. There's no way that's possible.
Itu nalulog kau si nalulog ko. Nah, oh. Así itu nanu.
When they opened this coffin here, one of the ladies came over to me, grabbed me by the arm, and pulled me closer and said, "This is my father." And she had a huge smile on her face, and she wanted me to capture the moment on film because she has not seen her father since he passed away so long ago. That summarizes the feelings here at the Manana today. Happiness, joy, and the reunion of family members you haven't seen in a very long time.
I travel to collect pieces for a lens, one to see this world through. These pieces are beliefs, views, and experience.
That was crazy. This is one of the most crazy videos I think I reacted to. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all let me know what you think about this one. When I break it down in the shorts and stuff, you already know what I do. Appreciate y'all. Sheesh. Again, I respect all religions, even though all my reactions are a little crazy. I'm just scared of dead bodies. It's dead things, killing things. The normal. Appreciate y'all again. Sheesh. Let's get up out of here.